He is Clinton Smith with us this morning. He's the chairman of the United Way campaign for this year. He is also a Leaders Circle nominee. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful. We're going to talk about both of those things, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's start with Leaders Circle because you are a nominee for Male Civic Leader of the Year, yes?
Yes. Yeah. So I was nominated by the Indiana County Chamber of Commerce's YPO. So Leslie Wendell, the president of the YPO, nominated me.
Yeah. What was your reaction when you found out?
Well, at first I didn't actually know that much about the Leaders Circle, so I had to do a little bit of research to find out a little bit more about it. But I was excited. So it's an honor to be nominated, and it's a huge group. I mean, the people that have gone through it before have been. There's some amazing people. Lori Kuzneski has been in there. And there's some great people nominated this year as well. So it's good to be in that group.
It's a pretty prestigious group of people.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in Indiana that do a lot of things for the community, and people that do a lot of selfless things. So it's a good group. Yeah,
Male Civic Leader of the Year. You look at that roster of folks, and they're all people who are community-minded. And I bet you there's not a one of them. Male, female, it doesn't matter. Athena Award, there's not a one of them that says to you, boy, I deserve to be here with this group of people. Everybody says, I don't deserve to be here with this group of people. Is it that way with you?
I was actually kind of surprised whenever they told me to fill out my awards and nominations. Like, well, I don't really know that much. I mean, there's not really that much going on because I just started getting involved in the community whenever I moved back here. So I was kind of surprised, but I guess once I look back at it, there has been a lot of things that I've done in the last 2 years, and I enjoy doing stuff here in Indiana, and the community, whenever we moved our business here, everyone was nice and friendly, and so it's good to give back to the community here.
Great opportunities. Huh?
Yeah,
absolutely. For folks who don't know you, and I would guess that there are quite a few who have not been formally introduced to you. Give us the background.
So, graduated from Salzburg in 2002. Seems like a long time ago. Went to the Marine Corps after that, then came back here. I used to work in restaurants a long time. That's what I kind of did before this for about 7 years. I was the GM of Walnut Grove and Fox Chapel was my last job. And then my husband and I basically started our company together, Government and Civil Employee Services, and we were in Aspinwall first. And both of our families are from here. He's from Dayton. I'm from Salzburg. So this was town for us when we were growing up, you know? So we decided to move back here because both of our families are here. And just the way that Indiana is located, I mean, it's so easy because we work all over the place. We're licensed in 19 states, so we travel a lot. So Indiana is really well located for us to get north, south, Pittsburgh, Harrisburg, relatively easy. So we decided to move back here, and I've been doing Government and Civil Employee Services. I kind of do the marketing for us, and my husband, Galen, does the sales, and we basically are like a Prudential, if that makes sense, but we deal with federal and state employees. So we're meeting with a lot of postal employees, VA employees, government employees.
Yeah, and then last year, it wasn't just last year that you became involved with United Way, but you got to be the guy who, and this happens every year with the United Way campaign, the way it's set up, the guy who watches the campaign chair go through what he or she goes through because you know that you're next in line.
Yeah. So I got involved with the United Way, and I was Joe Pittman's vice chair last year. So I got to follow him around and take pictures and videos of him, and I think I've been here like 3 times taking videos of him while he's on the show. So it was great to get involved with the United Way. I got involved with the Chamber of Commerce first. That was kind of my first organization that I joined and started to get involved with whenever we moved here. And the United Way was next. I kind of like the United Way because it's about giving back to the community. The Chamber of Commerce is more about growing your business. And the United Way gives you the opportunity to be a little bit more community-minded.
And so this year you're the campaign chair.
Yes.
Leaders Circle nominee. For folks who don't know, today is deadline day for the Leaders Circle. If you want to go to the event on Thursday, you need to get your tickets by today. Easiest way to do that, go to IndianaCountyLeadersCircle.com and just scroll down the events to the event, and there's a tab right there. Very easy to get your tickets. Absolutely. So you want to do that today. It's at the Rustic Lodge on Thursday night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Right. So let's talk about the United Way campaign.
Okay.
How's it going?
It's going really well. We're up and running this year. I think we're about like 35% of goals, so we still have quite a ways to go. But our kickoff this year was great. It was a good event. And now we're really just going out and doing employee presentations and meeting with companies like Penelec, high schools. We've gone to United High School, the Indiana County Technology Center, basically to tell them about what the United Way does and offer that if they can give to the United Way, that they can do it through payroll deduction and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's a wonderful way for folks to give to the United Way. And really, if you do it that way, they're taking it out all year long, or whatever the designated period is, and you don't have to worry about it. Did I remember to do this or remember to do that? They're doing all that for you.
Yeah. And I think it's $208. If you donate $208 a year, you get entered for incentive prizes too. Mm-hmm. I think the top prize is a trip to Cancun. And the second trip is an overnight stay at Seven Springs. So there's some great incentive prizes too.
Yeah.
I mean, the trip to Cancun would be awesome because it's definitely more than $208 a year to go to Cancun.
Yeah. Now, when is the campaign wrap up?
So it'll wrap up in February.
In February.
Yeah. So I think it's like February, the beginning of February. I don't have an exact date yet.
Yeah.
I've kind of taken it as I go.
But there's still time then to get in board and get online for this. February, of course, you win the trip to Cancun and you say to yourself, I'm leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because you'll be in the middle of a Pennsylvania winter.
Yeah. It's. I think that's gonna. I mean, that's an awesome trip, and it's something good that we can give back, and it's great. You don't have to. You don't really want people to feel like they have to give something to get something, but it's nice to be entered for that too.
That's just a nice thing.
Yeah,
it's a nice thing to have happen. Yeah, and you can do that with your family if you want, or however it is that you want to design your trip. That'd be good.
Yeah,
that'd be terrific.
Yeah.
All right. So, events that are coming up in the near future for the United Way campaign. Do you have I know that there's a roster of things that happen at a pretty regular basis.
So the next thing coming up would be Turkeython.
Okay.
So we have that. I think that's even here with Bill Otto and Hal Wingert. We actually just came down and took a picture with the turkey outfit last week. So we're gearing up for Turkeython right now.
You mean that's not a real turkey?
No, not a real turkey. Oh. No. She acts. She's really good. She doesn't lose character because you ask her a question. She's like, I don't know. I'm a turkey. So
shatters my illusions.
Yeah, Kay does a really good job. Kay Smith does a good job at that every year. She's always the turkey. So Turkeython is coming up. We also have Pancake and Sausage Day that would be right after that.
Mm-hmm. Is that Election Day? No, that's before then.
Oh, Election Day. Yeah. Yeah, it's always on Election Day.
Okay.
I didn't actually go last year, so I missed it. So I don't know anything about it other than it's Pancake and Sausage Day at the hospital and Election Day.
Yeah. Well, those are terrific events. Those are some of the annual events, and of course, there are always things that pop up, organizations, establishments that decide we're going to do something, we're going to donate the United Way. That's pretty gratifying, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think that the cool thing about Turkeython and Pancake and Sausage Day, the reason I don't know much about it is because there's people that have been doing it for years.
Yeah.
So that's really what I kind of noticed the most about the United Way whenever I joined it, is that it's really all about the community, and that's kind of why we had the hashtag Community Strong as our theme this year, because it really takes everyone in the community to come together, from Kay to Bill Otto to all these people pulling together to make Turkeython happen. And I mean, they raise a ton of money in a matter of hours.
Yeah, and of course, for people who don't know, the number of agencies that benefit from the United Way every single year. I don't know that the number of agencies grows, but certainly the need grows every single year, doesn't it?
The need doesn't change. I mean, everyone still wants money, and there's a ton of different organizations in town, but the United Way, I think it's actually kind of neat how well it spreads through the community, because there's places like Accessibilities that deal with children under 3, Head Start that deals with kids from like 3 to school. There's the Catholic Charities that helps elderly people whenever they can't pay their electric bill and financial needs. The Open Door that deals with addiction. So there's all these different places and agencies that are involved with the United Way that really touch the whole community. You have places like the Open Door. So these are huge organizations that do good things for our community, and without the United Way supporting them, I don't think they'd be able to do as much as they can.
Yeah, I think the last number I read or heard was 15 agencies. It could be more or less than that, but it's in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they really rely upon the United Way campaign. So for folks to give and to understand that that's what they're giving for.
Yes.
Is for those organizations right here in Indiana County.
A lot of people have a misconception that the money is going to go to like the CEO of the United Way, and that doesn't happen. It all stays right here.
Yeah.
And you can even, if you wanted to, you could also designate funds to go to one of those partner agencies where it would go straight to the Open Door. no one would get to allocate it to wherever they would want it to go.
Yeah. So you can actually give to the United Way and say, I want this to go to whatever agency you are most interested in.
Yeah.
And you'll take care of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrific stuff. Really is. So the campaign will go on. We're going to get you in here probably 2, 3, maybe 4 more times before it's all done.
It's surprising. I used to be really nervous. I'm really comfortable in here now, so it's good.
See?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
We got you all set up.
Yeah.
And so then you become a part of the program.
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm going to leave, and next time you come in, you can just take it.
Yeah.
Press the button, and off you go.
Yeah. It's that easy.
Yeah, he is Clinton Smith. He is a nominee for the Leaders Circle. Again, IndianaCountyLeadersCircle.com. You want to get your tickets by today. Today's the deadline day, and the event is coming up on Thursday. Hey, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thanks so much for having me. Have a great day.
We appreciate it. You too. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS.